Hey, what's up you guys? My name is Emma. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, hello, welcome. And we're gonna get right into it. So I've been on like this kick in social isolation like the last 2 days. Like, when was it? What is today? What is today? It's Thursday. Okay, so Tuesday and Wednesday. So Tuesday, my sister and I spent about like 4 hours in the backyard de-weeding, repotting these giant like outdoor plants, laying down some black mulch, like just cleaning up our backyard like crazy because we're like, well, if we're stuck at home or like barely accessible to the outside world, like to go on a walk and stuff, why not make the backyard a place where we want to be? So we did that. And then yesterday I rearranged our entire garage in about 4 hours, pretty much by myself. So pretty tired, can't be bothered to get ready, so I apologize for my appearance. I'm just like in a hoodie. Underneath here I have a sweats and some sick tie-dye socks that we did while in self-isolation as well because we're just trying to find things to do. So one of my goals for today with like my whole clean spree, there is a moral to this with the whole clean spreeing and stuff, is I noticed I definitely need to maintenance my plants and water. And I already started doing some of it. Like you can kind of see it here, how this looks darker than like the top. And it's because I watered it and it's wicking the moisture out. I also fertilized this guy today because he could definitely use it. So what I use as a fertilizer is the Espoma Organic Indoor House Food. So I don't know if you like, sorry if you can't really see that, but it's just like this liquid fertilizer and you put it in water and you don't need any measuring cups because you just tip this over. It fills up the cap with the right amount that you need. And you just put it in 32 ounces of water and you're good to go. So since it's not like spring yet, but it's not winter anymore by any means, I did about a little more than half the dosage. And I fertilized this guy, and then I fertilized one of my outdoor plants that I have with it. A lot of my other plants are pretty good on fertilizer because I bought them in the last couple of months. And so in your potting soil, it actually has like fertilizer in it or fertilizer qualities, and you don't want to over fertilize because then you can like burn the roots or you can burn the leaves and cause more harm than good. Fertilizer helps our plants get the nutrients that might be lacking in the soil, especially if they've been in the soil for a while. It helps give them like the extra boost of food. So how I've been doing that is I use this cute little milk jar that I got in my trade. I've been using this to mix my fertilizer and to also just kind of use it as an extra water container because I'll water with this and I'll put the fertilizer like pre-mixed in here. But I'm also lazy, so I'll refill this with just like empty water after I make my mixture, so that way I don't have to go back and forth to the sink while I am watering, and I can just refill my can using the water that's in here. So, sorry. When I am watering, I double check with my moisture meter first because you don't want to water a lot of our houseplants, not all, but a lot of our houseplants like to be dry, like dry, right at that 1.5 when they need to get watered. So I always double check that it's at the 1 before I water. And then with some of my plants, like my ZZ, I'll wait. I'll be like, oh, okay, it's at a 1. I'm gonna wait another week to water, or even more, because this sits in a pretty dark part of my room. So it doesn't get a whole lot of light, and the amount of that you'll water will also depend on the amount of light that your plant is getting. So it all is just determined on your environment. But I will show you guys how I use this moisture meter and kind of what you should be looking for when you're watering right now. I have my ZZ here, my Monstera here, and my rubber tree. My ZZ is currently, if I can get it into the soil, at a 1 in one spot. And you want to check it in multiple spots because when we water, we want to make sure that we're even. So it's at a 1 here as well. And then we'll check one more spot right up here in the front. And that is at a 1. I just watered this last week, so I probably won't water this again for another 3 weeks. They have like these really big rhizomes that look like potatoes in the plant that hold on to a lot of water. so they don't need to be watered very frequently at all. So now here, because I just watered, it should read wet or moist all the way around. So yeah, this guy is pretty wet, which is okay. They don't like to be wet for long, so it's in a very airy mix, a very well draining mix. And as I'm watering too, I'll like go around with my watering can like this. I'll go around the whole thing. I will turn the plant and I'll continue to just keep rotating and going around because you want to make sure that you get an even saturation. And as I'm doing that, I'll water for about 10 seconds all the way around. I'll stick it in all the way down. And earlier it was actually, I would stick it in, so right about here, it's moist, and down it was saying dry. But now it's saying wet, which means all the water has traveled down and the roots will go down and want to grab it. Another thing that I like to do when I'm doing plant maintenance, and I'll bring this plant down here so that you can see, is I like to dust the leaves. Dusting the leaves is super beneficial because if there's dust obstructing the leaves, you won't be able to photosynthesize as well. Jeez, that is a tongue twister. I made my own mix with an old Lush toner bottle. I put stickers on it so I know not to use it as a toner. It is now distilled water, fresh squeezed lemon juice, and peppermint oil. The lemon juice is to help break up hard water stains that are on plants, and the peppermint oil is a bug deterrent, so it helps prevent insects. So how I do this is I will take, let me get a clean cloth, hold on one sec. So what I'll do is I'll shake it up really well and I'll spray directly onto a leaf. I'll take my cloth and I'll lightly start to clean it. And I'll make sure to get all of the top as well as briefly underneath. I don't try and lift it up too much because I don't want to accidentally like crack a leaf. And get the stem as well. And this is a good time too to check for pests because you're kind of like up close and personal, you know what I'm saying, with your plant. So you might as well, and I just keep like repeating. So I'll like shake it up, whoop, whoop. Come here, maybe spray 2 or 3 leaves at a time. And if it gets around to other leaves, that's fine. You're just gonna wipe them anyways. And I just do a quick little wipe down. So yeah, that's pretty much it. It's super therapeutic. And I like the mix that I use. It's not measured by any means. I put like, I don't know, like 3/4 water, squeeze in some lemon juice, and then like 10 to 12 drops of peppermint oil. I don't know, but it smells really good. And my plants don't seem to mind the peppermint oil being directly on their leaves. If anything, I notice that it definitely helps break up any like stains that are on the plant a lot easier and stuff. So yeah, that's how I clean my plants. I also will take this brush and I'll dust off plants like, I don't know, like my Siltipicana, because there's not a lot of leaves. I'll just kind of like go through and I'll take this, I'll hold the leaf and I'll dust it off. Just in case, like especially if I notice that they're like super dirty, then I'll take a rag and stuff. But with leaves like this, I try and tend to be a little bit more gentle because they are a little bit more fragile. So I'll take like a paintbrush and stuff instead. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I'm doing today. I thought that I would just kind of let you guys know, give you some insight to what I'm doing. So let me get this bad boy in there. I love how he looks. That's super cute. Hello. I'm kind of losing my mind, guys, if you couldn't tell. But yeah, I don't know. I just figured that I would take you guys along with me, kind of show you what I do, and talk to you guys a little bit. How about this? While I clean one of my plants, let's just chit chat. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Okay, so we're gonna, Jesus, that's heavy. So we're just going to chit chat, hang out for a minute while I clean. I'm using that same mix, and I'm just gonna keep on going around to this guy and dusting him off while we chat. So I don't know how everybody else has been doing in self-isolation, but it's been okay. Like, we just found out that we're not going back for the school year, so that's kind of, you know, rough. They don't know what they're doing with us yet as credential students, so that's been really hard. not knowing if we're going to actually be credentialed, and not knowing what's going to happen with our TPAs where we need video footage of our students that now we can't get access to because we're not in a classroom, and blah blah blah, lots and lots of technical stuff. So that's been kind of hard. I've just been trying to keep myself busy as much as possible with just doing stuff around the house, preferably outside. God, that scared me. Oh my God, my door just closed because my window's open. That scared the crap out of me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where was I? I don't even remember. Oh, I've been trying to like find things to do around the house, especially like outside, because I like being outside and I want to take advantage of getting things done outside. So I've been doing a lot of cleaning, rearranging in my plants. That's why I haven't done a part 2 yet, because I've been rearranging them outside. And yeah, like just trying to find stuff to do, man, is so hard. I should be reading for my book club, but I've only picked up the book once, and I should be doing more schoolwork, but it's been hard. It's been hard to focus. Like, I'm still technically in school, in class and stuff, but it's so hard to want to just like sit down, you know, and write a paper. Like, I don't want to do that. My brain is just so like off, because it's hard not knowing. Like, I don't know, one of the saving graces has been my plants, though, to be as cheesy as that sounds, because last year when I was going through a really hard time last January, I officially admitted that I have pretty severe anxiety and depression, and started going on antidepressants last January. So I've been on them for a little over a year, and shortly after that is when I got my first houseplant in March. So sorry if the plant's blocking my face, though. It's not really about my face. We're just talking. So sorry. I got my first houseplant last March, and I just noticed immediately like how much my mood improved, how much I like at home the plants helped me like not be so anxious and helped me have something to do. Like, honestly, at the end of the day, like, plants are really cool and like fun and whatever, and collecting them is great, but they give me something to do and like look forward to, and getting to take care of them and kind of like, I don't know, just like have that outlet outside of normal schoolwork and stuff, just like having that space where I can take care of something and physically see like a reward out of it by new growth or whatever. Sorry, a parent called me, so I had to pause it. But yeah, like, I don't know. Sorry for half of that footage. You cannot see my face, but you could at least hear me, so it'll be like a podcasty type video. So yeah, so now I'm almost done cleaning off all the leaves and the stems of this guy. He looks pretty good. He's a little beat up, but that's how I got him, so that's no big deal at all. He's a beautiful, beautiful plant. I absolutely adore him, and having him in my space has been awesome because he's just so cool. But yeah, well, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think of this video. Sorry it was a little lengthy and a little bit weird and a little all over the place, but it's kind of how my brain is today, so I figured I would just roll with it and just do it. And if you like this video, thumbs it up. Comment down below if you have any suggestions or if you just want to talk. That's totally cool too. And subscribe if you aren't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.